Gold, they said it was. More like the work of metal. Garlic asked me to visit them.
Where are we going now? Mr. Fig's classroom. That's where I was on my way to rather than when I'd done that quest. So, go up here and see what he has to say, then I'll nip to the toilet briefly. I'll be back. I'm talking to myself anyway. I have been for 5 hours, so it's not that much of a worry.
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
It was a book.
That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Yeah.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us.
Yes.
Still,
Likely.
I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
They were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
Yeah.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
That's true.
And don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
Right. I will take a wee quick second to get started with the toilet, and then we'll be back into it. So, I won't be long. Okay, so if it's better if I just went back to
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
okay. Yeah, I think I will actually. I will just put the game display on for now for the rest of this. Makes it easier. You know what I look like.
Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
So the first thing I should be doing is Hogwarts Valley, Beltcroft region, South Hogwarts region, North Hogwarts region, Hogsmeade Valley, Forbidden Forest. So I have to go to Herbology class as well. See. Put it there for now. It should be alright. Don't think anything goes on in the game up the top left. At least not at the moment. The old time you'll see like you know, a letter coming up, but you'll hear it anyway if I open it. So you can see the kind of map and that there. This girl's bathroom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Revelio.
Is this where Manny's been brewing the apologies potion? Oh, there's a chest there. Red galleons, that'll do it. It's better than nothing. Hello. No talking? Not very talkative? Yes, you were. It's a little kitty cat. Need to get more healing potions, because I die quite a lot. If I get back out to Hogsmeade at some point here, grab more.
I think it's a sign when
Revelio.
Okay.
If someone wouldn't mind letting me know when the class about fertilizers come, I'd be very grateful. Apparently Marenbeam was having a bit of a poker problem.
Yeah, it does remind you of a kind of new world, doesn't it? Kind of a bit of Destiny vibes as well.
Accio.
Oh, take whatever I can get. No. Yeah. Chicken.
This looks intriguing.
Don't know what I've done there. Drop my phone, for starters. Okay. That's grand. Let me see. Yes. Okay. Well, checking emails there. Sorry. Well, I'm saying sorry, but no one's in the chat, so what does it matter?
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us.
Yes.
To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibililand. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
It could be dangerous though, but yeah.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
I beg your pardon! How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student! You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
There you are.
Potato!
Not because...
Lumos!
Going on! Child!
Tell Rookwood to find me himself.
Nice.
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Well, yeah. Collections, did you feel kind of updated with every new enemy type? We learned valuable insights on enemies, such as their weakness to learn to certain spells.
We're at some nice flags.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Leviosa!
You'll take the evidence of my dead body!
Just wait. Release me.
Please release me. Let me die. Was that? What was that? What was that? You saw her? Oh, God love you.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
I know. Like Hogwarts is right where? There.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story. Thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
See.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we
Merlin?
were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff. Brilliant potioneer. Has her own shop in
Hufflepuff?
Nocturne Alley. She's a
Turn Alley?
traveling vendor. Here's what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
Will we ever get Dr. Alley or
You're a researcher.
Diagon Alley?
Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
See, it's gonna block off what you're saying.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly
That's right, I have to
mentioned
go
it
look.
in his writings. I
Herbology.
had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the Mallowsweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
Revelio.
Okay, so here.
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I'm
Levioso.
curious about these pyres.
Accio. Lumos.
What else would happen here?
Levioso. Incendio. Accio.
No.
Got the mallow sweet to work. Now, what to do about these pyres?
I thought maybe doing something like that would have started something off, but... Reparo, perhaps?
Reparo.
No? No, that doesn't do anything for it. Sendo. Also. Rapendo. Transformation. Transfiguration. I don't know.
Revelio. Levioso. Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Okay, there we are. I was too far away for just to work.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started.
A certain order, is it?
Clearly, all three of these pyres are meant to be lit.
Obviously. Maybe that's be in certain order now.
Incendio.
Do north first. Then do south. Or maybe not.
It seems the pyres sink if you don't light the others quickly enough.
Is there a certain order to be let in though?
Incendio.
Try lighting all of the pyres before any finish sinking.
Exactly what I tried to do. Thank you very much.
Incendio.
There. Wasn't sure if there was a certain order. Ooh.
Yes, how beautiful! What a day. I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Revelio.
Aye.
Might I beseech you for some assistance?
Hello. Can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Possibly. Underwater adventure. Sounds like fun.
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid! Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you need help retrieving?
Years ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
So what exactly is it?
Is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially, a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock.
So.
I should dive down and see.
You go down in the water.
This must be where the Pinch Smedley family astrolabe is.
Well, probably have a few places to search, I would imagine. Oh, we got gloves. We got gloves. Debonair ensemble, gold trimmed. Three Wigan Wheel potions, that's better than flipping some astrolabe.
I should let
But
Grace know
it no
that I
longer
found
works.
her family astrolabe.
Nice. Is there a limit on how many potions you can maybe have? Maybe 10 or something? Or more? Hopefully just have as many as you can get. It's a pity no one was in the chat too. Especially if they're interested in the game. Come on.
Hello, Grace. I followed your bearings on a dive in the Black Lake.
Oh, how incredible! Did you find the astrolabe?
I did, and it's yours. For a price. Well, if you do that, how much money should be willing to give you for it? I did, and I'm keeping it.
I did.
I'll
I
not
hope
do
it
that.
makes your father happy.
It will. I can't wait to see his face. Thank you so much for doing this for me. And for my family. You do well to keep an eye out for more spots to dive. A diver of your caliber is certain to find all sorts of things down there.
I might do that
Thank
for
you
one of them.
again.
If I choose
And I do
Slytherin,
hope
I'll
you
maybe
keep
have all those
diving.
kind of like,
You
yeah, I'm
certainly have a
keeping
knack
it
for
just to see
finding
what
treasure.
happens, and I'll do it for a price, that kind of thing. Interesting to see. Okay. Well, that's not bad. Just really wish you could keep the same robes, the same look you had, rather than just look some like, you know, forgotten prince. You're meant to be a student, you know. But anyway, I digress. Is there anything else? It was close, wasn't there? Probably looks daft. Yeah, well. She just disapparated? What level kid? What? I don't know. Another quest over there somewhere. Anyway, what is that to do next? Wouldn't mind getting back on the Hogsmeade to do a couple of things. We're gonna see if we can get a few more things.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
That's what I got there of him.
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we? What can I do for you today?
So another 3.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Okay.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
They're got gloves, but they're not as good as anything else I have.
Revelio.
Okay. How do you open those chests? Hello, Homora or something?
Lumos. Levioso.
No. Yeah. That's another what? Couple I got. So the next thing I have to do is quests. Herbology class. We've got another thing across wands to do as well. We're got a good few things to do. Okay. Blue powder. Down to herbology.
Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
I'm in herbology class. What do you want me to do? I hit F for begin. Thank you.
Good
Garlic.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb.
Okay.
Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears.
Yeah.
Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug. The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
I deliberately a bit more mature to see how we would cope with it.
Our next task will be planting Dittany at our potting tables. You can all get
What way is the what way is
to have a
the
brief word with our new student.
there's a bit of a glitch in the thing or something? Whatever way I looked. A bit weird there.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor.
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
I nearly went deaf.
Actually,
Well done with your mandrake.
Couldn't help
What?
but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like
What
a
did she say?
out of fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting Dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Pick them up in Hogsmeade.
Pick them up in
Visited
Hogsmeade.
the magic neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Miffler's Fancy or roses?
Dittany's restorative property.
I should think Professor Garlic would be more careful with her mandrakes.
Oh, so you're just one of those idiots, right? Yeah. You can come back to this every so often, as far as I remember hearing. So, was that ready in 9 minutes or so?
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your Dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
The best time to plant a seed is last season. The second best time is now.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but you'll lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian! And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh. Well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't. Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a... Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Hold tab. Ah, okay. Chinese chopping cabbage.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but... Well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
Yeah.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Oh, that's everything I guess in here, is it?
Revelio.
Ding. Or Dittany leaves. Okay. Mallow sweet, very good. I should collect as much as I can here every other day. And then use them in potions. Get myself as much Winterhelm potion as possible.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
There, there's Herbology class done. 4 minutes for that. Ooh, level 9.
Only cost me my damned hearing.
To make anything grow, we must first understand it. That goes for plants as well as friendships. Kindness and concern are as necessary in the greenhouse as in the Great Hall.
4 minutes. Well, I suppose we could wait. I can be right back, and we'll get this plant sorted, and then we'll go and see what we have to do next. Okay, so we got 1 minute left. Oh, we're almost there.
Revelio.
It's like, no, that's where the teacher stands. You're not allowed to stand there. That's good. Every 10 minutes you can get some, so very good.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
potions. Okay then. Potions. Then it's not Professor Snape, but Mr. Sharp instead. Well before Snape or anyone else was a teacher.
If I had to pick a professor,
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wiggenweld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wiggenweld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wiggenweld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
Exactly.
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Or Horklump juice.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your Herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Professor Sharp said that Wiggenweld potion can treat injuries.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
My Wiggenweld potion's utter rubbish. Wish I could just replace it with one from J. Pippin's.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh.
Might be bad to do things for him then. Guess he tells her.
Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
Not sure if that'd be good.
No, Gareth. I don't want to get on Sharp's bad side.
You won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Sharp won't even miss it.
I've enough to worry about collecting the ingredients he wants me to get. I'm afraid I can't help you.
I understand. I'll sort something else out.
I'd rather just do what I need to do.
Remember,
Revelio.
First of December 1875, Or office, Morgan and Burke's. Had an increased amount of activity outside the shop, ordinary shop hours, and in the wee hours of the night, with suspicious deliveries being made to the shop's back entrance. Given what we know of the shop's reputation, we are adding more hours to join those that have already begun or have already been watching the shop. You're amongst the new additions. Further instructions will follow. I don't know if it'll come in handy for something else, though. I don't know.
Keep your potion stations organized and free of clutter. Should you chop the didn't eat or crush it, the wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Mission station.
Revelio.
Up. Burn time 26 seconds. Okay, pick up.
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah!
Get it! Not again.
Oh, the smell.
Dragon dung! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again.
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
I brewed an Edorus potion as you asked, Professor.
Glad you managed to stay on task. Not every class is so eventful. I saw Mr. Weasley speaking with you earlier. He can be quite persuasive. Glad you managed to resist. You've done well today. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
a rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere, and you can keep that Fwooper feather. This time. That'll be all.
Well, he knows he took it.
I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
Don't fret if you run out of ingredients. I simply grow most of what I need.
Ugh, my robes are going to reek from gas.
I was impressed that you were able to answer Professor Sharp's question about the Wiggenweld potion.
Oh, thank you. That means a lot coming from a fellow Ravenclaw. And I've never seen anyone brew such a flawless Wiggenweld potion on their first try. Well done.
I'm glad I was able to get it right the first time.
You must simply have a knack for potion making. Some students seem so confounded by potion recipes, it's as if they're written in gobbledygook. A fascinating language, by the way. Neither here nor there, really, but I am a self-taught speaker. Merlin's beard, good conversation is the enemy of free time. I must return my book, Gateway to the Far Stars, before my next class. Speaking of stars, we'll be in astronomy together. You'll love it. Professor Shaw is firm, but quite clever. See you soon, no doubt.
Greetings. I understand you're quite the enterprising young Ravenclaw. Professor Fig tells me you found a long-lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Okay.